Hey Nesters, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing with you a pretty epic church rummage sale haul. I'm actually going to break this up into 3 different videos. In this first video, I'm going to do more of the, I guess, home goods style items that I found. I spent $10 total at this rummage sale. It was a by donation only, and when I went to check out, I asked her how much, and she said, it's just a donation, whatever you want. And I just kind of looked at her, I'm like, well, what do you think? And she said, $10 works. And I'm like, okay. I was pretty amazed. I'm like, okay, that's an amazing deal for 10 bucks. Now, last year when I went to this yard sale, I got there later and they did a fill a bag for $1, so I knew this place was going to be inexpensive, so I didn't really worry about, what I was grabbing and what the prices would be at the end. So I found a few things that I really liked, and then just, some stuff that I plan to just put in my antique booth. This is yard sale season, so it's really the best time where I like to pick up stuff to sell in my antique booth throughout the year. I don't like to source at thrift stores as much for my antique booth stuff because you can't really make a huge profit in antique booths, honestly, but the smalls do really well, and so I want to pick up a lot of stuff for cheap, right? So the first thing that I'm happiest that I got there is this vintage MCM Swung Vase, right? These are a really great seller if you want to resell them. I'm keeping mine. This is actually my first one I've ever found. It's in this kind of amberina style glass. There is a little bit of yellow on the footed legs here and up here around the rim. Now, this one's about 17 inches tall, and it kind of almost has this strawberry hobnail bubbling effect here, and then it goes up through and it's like lined. It's a really neat piece. If you wanted to resell this, you could probably get anywhere between, I would say, $40 up to $65 for these. These are really hot, so if you ever, I'll show you up close, if you ever come across vases like this, they're called swung glass vases, and they are really great sellers. Obviously, it depends on the look and style of them, the color and whatnot, what price you might get, but definitely something always to keep in mind to pick up if you want to resell them. But like I said, I'm keeping mine. And then I found another vase that I'll likely resell. I wasn't really familiar that Lefton ever made glass vases. I just never have come across them before, so I was surprised when I saw that this was actually Lefton. Had a vintage Lefton sticker on the bottom there. And it's actually a super gorgeous bud vase. If you guys can see all that detailing in there. Very nice glass art. It has almost this light pink, I would say, in throughout it, and there is, I kept thinking there was chips in it and whatnot, but it's not chips, it's just the natural like blown glass bubbles and whatnot on the inside and throughout it, because I mean when I run my finger across it, it's smooth as could be, so smooth as a baby's butt. I don't feel any chips. But there are spots in it that looks like it's chipped, but it's not, it's just the bubbles. I don't know what these go for, but I will probably put this in my Etsy just because it is, has the vintage tag on it, and I feel it would do better on Etsy than in my booth. I don't think I would get as much in my booth for it, but yeah, I got that. I also found this really nice vase here as well. It's this really nice wooden one. There is a fish carving in it. You guys can make that out there. And this is kind of a Scandinavian style, I would call it. And it's just a really nice wooden piece. I really like wooden elements, to use wooden elements in my home, so I'm really seriously thinking about hanging on to this one myself. I'm not really sure what the going rate for something like this would be. It is, rather heavy. Scandinavian stuff, essentially, it's kind of the same idea as the mid-century modern. I know you guys like me to say it modern instead of modern. Essentially, they kind of go hand in hand. It's a very similar style. So yeah, I think this pairs well with my items that I, decorate with in my home. So I potentially might keep this, unless someone talks me into selling it. I think I'm gonna keep that. And I picked up another kind of wooden thing here. They're little leaf trays, I guess, just kind of, you set them like that and you can set something on it. Just a pair of 2 there. I will likely resell these. I don't know what I would really use them for, but they are really nice, and I bet someone who really enjoys the fall season would like to decorate with this, you know, this set here. Now, where I paid $10 for everything, I guess essentially you could consider this haul. I paid $3.33 for all of it, just to kind of wrap your mind around what a great deal I got, right? And let's see, okay, so this next set, I turned around and it kind of shocked me to see this many pieces together that, you know, obviously all looks the same. It was from the same home. So I first saw the little sponge frog holder here. These are popular in the 70s. He's in pretty good condition. Usually I see them pretty banged up. He has one small chip right there, but not too bad. I would feel fine reselling this. So we got him, and he's in a pretty cool color, right? The orange, very 70s. And then he came with a whole bunch of stuff that looks exactly like him. So we got this mushroom shaker. I don't know if it was salt, pepper, Parmesan cheese, whatnot, but it has the plug in it. So that was with that set. Also had the caddy here. You would put utensils in, I would guess. I've never seen anything like this before, where you just had a huge set with the sponge frog. I thought that was very interesting. They also had the set of 4 measuring scoops, I guess. I don't think they have the, yeah, there's no indication of what the actual measurement is, but they're just little scoops. Very handy to use, I'm sure. And then they also had a little soap dish here. So I thought that was super fun that it was, you know, all a set, even though they're really random pieces. So I'm not sure how to resell this. Let me know below if you guys think I should just sell it all as one set, even though it's pretty random, or if you think I should kind of individualize them out and yeah, just sell them kind of separately. Let me know. I'd be interested to have your thoughts on that. So I thought I was getting over my tin obsession. Last year, I seemed to be picking up tins all the time. I just had this, just something about them. I just really liked them. I did see these 2 Japanese tea tins there, and I just thought they were a cute little size. I really liked the color of them and the designs on them, so I picked them up. I added them to the bag. Essentially didn't cost much of anything, right? So why not? Now it's funny, last year when I went there, I essentially just got a ton of vintage Christmas items, so I was expecting more of the same this year. I don't think they really had much of anything there for Christmas that caught my eye, and I picked up a couple things. I grabbed this little kitty cat ornament. It has this little yarn ball on it. I thought someone might like that. Likely, I'm gonna probably, it might be a booth item, but if I decide to sell it on Etsy, I think I would try to gather maybe a few more cat-themed ornaments and then kind of put them in a lot, because, I mean, that's not going to be worth my time to list. I'm not going to make very much on just him by himself, so I'll probably just save him and try to make a lot out of him to sell. And the other Christmas item I picked up was a set of 3 teapots here. They are Christmas ornaments. They have the little toppers on them, and they have the little holly and berries on it on the back side. I thought these were super adorable. I kind of want to keep them for myself. We'll see what happens with them. I might potentially resell them, but I like drinking tea, and I just thought they were super adorable. I've never seen anything like that before. My son came over when I was looking at him. He started singing the little teapot song. I thought that was pretty adorable. I saw this there, and I actually somewhat recently, within the last year, I've picked up something similar to this. It had the same exact frame, but mine was a pink frame. And so I was kind of familiar when I saw it. You know, I was happy to get it for sure with the florals. I think it's pansies, is that what the flower is on it? Super cute. I don't typically decorate with black myself, so I potentially am going to resell this one. But yeah, I definitely think these are pretty. It's a nice plastic frame, but it has a lot of nice detailing to it, and I'm sure someone's gonna really enjoy this. Like I said, I do like it, but black's just not really, you know, something I tend to decorate with. They also had this little cross stitch here already in the embroidery hoop. I kind of like them displayed like that. I think it's just kind of cute, and it has the little clasp on the top. Not particularly my style. I don't normally do the big long quotes like that as much. I kind of just like the pictures, but this is kind of cute. It says, "Love puts the music in laughter, the beauty in song, the warmth in a shoulder, and the gentle in a..." Oh, the gentle and strong. I thought it said in a song. Yeah, so it was made in 1985 or 6. I think it says 85 by Sue. So nicely done, Sue. It's very, very lovely. I potentially might resell this one. Yeah, let me know if you guys are interested, and I could definitely put that up on Etsy, but I might just add it to my collection for the time being, and then maybe, you know, put it in the booth if no one wants it in my Etsy shop. And let's see, I picked up a set of recipe cards. They are newer. They're not, you know, they're not the vintage ones like I normally like to pick up, but I thought they were kind of nice anyways. So they look like, and they do have the lines on the back, so there's a whole set of them there. I did look through the frames, and I saw this set of 4 of these oval picture frames, and it was kind of funny because on the back, normally they would have had the option to either hang them on the wall or set them on a stand, but they had cut all the little stand-up things off of them. I assume it's because when they put them on the wall, it probably made them stick out weird, so I can kind of understand that. I don't know why they didn't bother just taking the rest of it off, but it seems like it would still stick out a little bit, but maybe not. But I really like picture frames like this, the vintage ones, and I think I'm just gonna put some old family photos in it. If I can find anything, I'll probably make up some copies because I don't really want to cut the original copies to get the oval shape. So I'll see if I can scan some of my older family photographs and put them in that. So yeah, I really thought those are quite nice. So I first saw this, I definitely thought they were cute. I thought they were actually magnets, and then I could kind of pull them back, and I actually saw that they were chalkware decor. I'll take them out of the bag here so we can see them better. They appeared to be, you know, brand new. No one ever used them. But it has this little cookie jar and a little pitcher and a firewood stove, I think. They're super cute. They're the perfect little size to, you know, just display together. Be lovely in a kitchen for sure. Anyone that does farmhouse decor, I really think will enjoy these because they like the white and the grays and the blacks, right? And I think they would be perfect for that. They can get that vintage farmhouse feel, rustic, you know, feel without being too rustic looking. But yeah, I thought those are pretty nice, and those will definitely go up on Etsy. Now, I don't know much about what this might have originally been intended for. The only thing I could think about was maybe sugar cubes or something like that for tea time. But I really thought it was gorgeous. It has a bit of iridescentness to it. Has these really gorgeous flowers on both sides, as well as on the inside. There's a little flower there. And then it has gold on the handles as well as the rim and a little bit on the bottom. It does have a vintage tag on the bottom. It says Royal Sealy, quality imports from Japan. So it has a sticker there, and anytime I see the vintage stickers, if I like the item and I'm not quite sure, that usually twists my arm to grab it. They had this adorable little sugar and creamer set. Well, I shouldn't say little, it's quite large actually for a sugar and creamer. And it has hand-painted raspberries on it. I thought these were super nice. This one is in really nice condition, and then this one is in good condition, but I don't know what happened in the kiln or something, but there seems to be lots of little circle like bumps throughout the piece here. I mean, it doesn't really affect the overall look to it, but there is, you know, plenty of little weird blemishes in it. And one of the raspberries has a little bit of the paint coming off, but it's not really that bad. It's in pretty good overall condition, really. I don't know if I'm gonna put this on Etsy or put it in my booth. If it didn't have those issues, I would have just threw it on Etsy for sure. But I feel like I should just put it in the antique booth. That way people can feel it and see how it's a little bit rough to texture, and can really make their own decision whether they think that would work out for them. The inside is totally usable and fine, but it just has that little bit of weird circles. I don't know what happened there in the original kiln process, but it's still super cute set, I think, and I'm sure someone will really enjoy it. So I've always picked these up for my antique booth and do pretty good selling them there. I haven't tried them on Etsy yet, so I'm gonna post this one on Etsy and see how it does. It's just this nice little mug accordion rack here. You can use it for other things, but generally people use them for mugs. And yeah, it just seemed to be a really nice one overall. And the pegs that come out seem to be really nice as well. A lot better quality than the ones I normally come across, so I thought it was a pretty nice piece. So another thing I enjoy picking up is these little doodads here. I like to keep them in a basket, and I have a few in my collection, not too many yet, but I thought this one was interesting, you know, to grab for my collection. It just has a little ring there, and you obviously can flip it up and see if you can get it to land like that. These are always fun, you know, if you have different adults come over and just to kill some time, or it's just something fun to do, challenge each other, right? And I just think it's kind of fun to keep around in a little basket, so I can add this one to my collection. I think I only have 2 other ones, but if I see anything like this, I do tend to pick it up. I just think they're kind of interesting, and honestly, I just like to challenge my husband. we play with him often just to see who can do it first. He always wins. It's not fair. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to share with you in this part of the haul in this video is a fanny pack. Fanny packs are convenient. Hey, Hulk Hogan still wears fanny packs, so, I mean, they gotta be pretty cool, right? They're just super convenient to wear. I feel like they're kind of coming back into style, honestly, and I thought this one was really neat here. It has a kind of a map vibe on it. I can't quite make out what the map is exactly, but it's, I see Berlin. I see Berlin on there. I think it's just a few different countries scattered about. I don't think it's any one country specific, but I just really thought this was nice, and I definitely like the map detailing to it. I potentially might wear this for yard selling. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. I think I might resell it, but I'm tempted to. I've kind of wanted to try a fanny pack for yard selling to keep my, you know, hands kind of free from my wallet, but we'll see. Because this little front pocket here would be perfect for the loose change, right? Because you only want to, you know, pull out your quarters. You don't want to spend too much. And then I could put the dollar bills in there and my phone and stuff, so it could work out. We'll see what happens there, but I was definitely going to pick that up. I don't come across fanny packs too often. But yeah, I thought I did pretty well for $3.33 for all this. I think that's a pretty darn good deal. What do you guys think? Let me know below which item was your favorite. Mine definitely was the Swung Vase for sure, and I thought the little frog set was pretty interesting as well. But, you know, I did get at this yard sale, this rummage sale, about 2 hours after they opened, so I'm sure I missed out on a lot of good stuff, right? But I think, you know, for being 2 hours past due, I think I did pretty good. The next haul from this churchy rummage sale is going to be the jewelry and the vintage linens that I got, so be sure to subscribe so you can catch that, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye!